it's all about. Woo! This is a result of that 3D printed case for the Mini 4 Pro. Here is the top, the bottom. Looks like, I think it turned out pretty well. It all depends really on your printer, but the way it printed, I think it did really well. I have a Creality Ender 3 version 2, and I use standard settings 0.2, 15% infill, and 215 by 60 temperature, using some Grat Kit PLA regular black, and it turned out pretty good. Look at that. There wasn't any stringing, and well, that's all based on your 3D printer, but the design itself is really nice. It's got these gradual increasing magnet mounts, so you don't require supports. It doesn't stick out or overhang so much, right? Because it's slanted at an angle right there. Very smart design. And same with this one. It doesn't require any supports. Just print it in place. Nothing there. There's a little bit of movement, not too much. But then if you put magnets on it, which I'm going to do and show you here, it's going to hopefully keep it secure and much more convenient to take in and out. And you also might need to put some padding here, either on the bottom or on the top. Might be better on the top. I'm still deciding which way to put the padding, because the Mini 4 Pro doesn't quite fit exactly in this case. Requires a little bit of padding. So let's go. Get some Gorilla Super Glue. I bought these magnets off of Amazon. They're the 6x3, 6mm by 3mm thickness. Ooh, here you go. Fairly strong. Let's grab two here. They're really strong actually. Anyways, they're like that. See it? Put two here. If I get them close, there you go. They stick. Then that. Are they both sided? Are they polarized? Nope, they can go either way. That way, you can see. And they can go that way. Okay. Let's try and put the top cover on first. Yeah, I better use some tweezers here. Don't want to put too much. Put the right amount, because we'll put too little and it won't stick. Okay, I think that's a good amount. Oh yeah, it sticks onto this. Well, let's see. There it goes. Oh, I put a little too much. Uh-oh. Okay, so I made a mistake on the magnetic mounting. They need to be polarized, and you need to make sure that they're all in the same direction, which I did do. So I had to fix this by drilling through the case and pushing out the mounts, the magnets, and then I had to mark them and put them in the proper location. So it took a lot longer than it normally would have. So just make sure to remember to polarize the magnets, otherwise you will have, it won't work. Here I'm just adding some extra foam. I measured the distance and it requires a little bit more height to prevent the Mini 4 from bopping up and down. I think this is the final one. I'm just going to trim the edges here. There, just put it there. You have a lot of flexibility with this. It's really easy to do. Just get lots of foam, trial and error. Try to find the combination or location placement which works for you. I find this one works. Put it on. There you go. I'm happy with that. I'm not changing it. Okay, so we just gotta finish putting in the magnets on the top lid here, and make sure to memorize polarization as well as the placement of each one. So clean the areas here for a bit. Okay, so these have all dried up now, and then the right polarity. Here's a test of them. See? Shakes a little bit, but not terrible. I mean, you're not going to be moving it around a lot. So it's holding pretty good. Now remove it. It's there. Snap it in. Remove it. It's looking good. Okay, I put a piece of foam here because the drone was moving a little bit in the back here. But you have to insert it with the butt down first. And then push the front like that. And then it locks into place. That's what the foam's for. It still moves slightly, but not much. And then you put the cover on. You can fold, you should try and fold the props down. There you go. It's not going to hold the drone if you try and upside down, but most likely you're not going to be doing that. It's going to be in a case in your bag most of the time. You can handle a little bit of sideways. You can even put tape if you want. There's a small amount, but I think this is good. Just enough to keep it from falling off. And so case is done. So I just screwed up and I have these drill holes here. So if you do it properly and not what I did, measure the polarity, or sorry, you take the polarity of the magnets and you match them before you put on, then you won't have to do the extra work. This took a long time, totally unnecessary. But yeah, just make sure the magnets are correctly polarized. And then put them in. And there you go. And then if you want, this could be modified a bit more, the foam, to be a better perfect fit. So you can just spend a bit more time and get that correct. But for now, this is, I consider to be complete or done. So just to hear it again. There you go. Okay. Not the strongest magnets, but good enough. Just to hold it in place. And then, you know, it's going to be in your bag most of the time. Okay, and that's the DJI Mini 4 magnetic 3D printed DIY case.
But wait! There's more! Hang on to your seat, baby! Cause this one's a screamer!
Get some hockey tape or any kind of tape, actually, it doesn't really matter. Wind up preferably won't leave a residue. You know, and just measure it. I like to put it here, sort of in center, make it as flat as possible. Drop it. Okay, and then cut. And then put it tight on the side there. And then I leave a little tab here. You can make it more prettier if you want, but it's okay with me. Okay, and then push it tight and then drop it. Press it down, press everything down. There you go. So that's one side, and here's a tab. So what happens is you lift it, it goes like that. Okay, and then when you're done, close it like that. So you got the help of, so it's pretty secure. It's not moving around up or down, left or right. And then it won't, if you're holding it by the case, it won't fall. So, and it's pretty minimal. It's pretty flat, right? And it's tape. You can always double it up or just make it thinner. You can use different kinds of tape. It's up to your imagination. Okay, so that's just a little extra tip for this case if you want to make it more secure.
Wow! Beautiful!